Nayuta, can you do old Gio a favor? I'll be waiting at the back of the Temple of Altepeia. I don't know how to speak Star Sprite. I've been awaiting your return, Nayuta and Noi. How have you come about our request? Yes, though I was honestly kind of surprised. I didn't expect to find a letter from you in our mailbox. Wait, you sent a letter to Nayuta's house? Oh, indeed. I had been looking for a place closely related to Nayuta. It was easy for someone like me to sneak a letter into his home with some teleportation. I hope it didn't scare you too much. No, it's fine. So what was your request? Then let me get right to it. Do you have other plans? I'm not trying to force anything onto you, lad. I'm free. What do you need? Hoo, I owe you one. So I've been intrigued by your world ever since we met. Won't you help me broaden my horizons? You mean to the human world? We administrators have always thought humans as having little wisdom. I didn't have much interest in you myself, but watching you guys, I got to wondering, how did Noah, who despises humans, come to trust you, Nayuta? I do not. I mean, sure, maybe I've been thinking humans aren't as bad as I thought. Oh, I'm sure you're right. And I want to find out for myself. I think I understand, but what do you want me to do? Don't tell me you want to come to our world. It hasn't been that long since Zext took over the old temple. It wouldn't be becoming of me as administrator of Altepeia to just abandon my duties. So I want you to bring me one of your hometown specialties instead. Specialties? You mean like food? I see. By examining the food on our island, you can learn about our culture and lives. Oh, that's it exactly. A local dish or a native fruit is fine. Anything will work. I'll leave it up to you. Collect 3 and bring them to me. That's pretty vague. Geo tends to be like that. What's wrong, lad? Got fluff in your ears? No, I heard you. I just have to find 3 Remnant Isle specialties, right? Yes, thanks for the help, old chap. I can't just fly about there, so good luck, Nayuta. I'll try my best. I don't think I've ever thought about what Remnant specialties are. I'll have to ask the village chief about it first. Who is the village chief, I wonder? Is Orbis the village chief? No. You must be the village chief. You. Are you looking for something, Nayuta? Why am I man looking like Roger Bacon? Actually, there's something I'd like to ask you. What do you think is a specialty of our island? Well, that's unexpected. Are you working on a summer assignment? Something like that. Can't exactly tell him someone asked you from another world. I see. Well, good for you for being so studious. The first thing that comes to mind, I guess, would be dried seafood. Dried seafood. Well, it's true. I have seen it being made around the village. Nowadays, Remnant Island is mostly self-sufficient when it comes to fishing and farming. But in the past, fishing was especially important due to the sea's abundance. In those days, people started making dried fish so that the large hauls wouldn't go to waste. Interesting. I didn't know that. Yes. You know what? How about I share some dried fish with you? I've always got plenty in my pantry for a snack. Wow, thank you so much. Are there any other Remnant Isle specialties? Of course. There's the ruins rock salt crystals that can be found on our beaches. There's a natural product when seawater evaporates in the nearby ruins. You might be able to find one if you search the seaside ruins patiently. Let's see, I'll give it a try. And there's another local dish that's been around for a long time. I've forgotten the name of it, though. I think it was the specialty of someone in this village. Not to cook Grooves or your sister Eartha, though. I think it was someone who doesn't usually cook. I might have to ask around about this one. Yes, I think that's all I can help you with. Make sure you work hard and do well on your assignment. Sure, I will. Runes, rock salt, and some local dish, huh? Let's see what we can find. Runes, rock salt, let's go. On the ruins by the sea. Let's look carefully. In the ruins by the sea. These are the ruins by the sea. These have to be what they're talking about, right? Oh. In the ruins by the sea. Tell me. How do I do this quest? Oh, different ruins. Passage is an old myth that goes something like this. Once in the days of Genesis, there was only one moon in the sky. Humans and God lived together. One moon? I've never heard of such a story. This is just a myth, a forgotten fairy tale. It is up to you to believe it or not. What a strange person. You're a strange person, Nayuta. There's a beautiful white crystal in the shadow of the ruins. It looks like the ruin rock salt that Chief Seppins was talking about. Especially if someone doesn't seem to click normally. Who would it be? I don't mean to be rude, but Uncle Columba doesn't look like the type to cook. Could he be the one who's good at cooking local food? What is it, Nayuta? Did you want to talk to me? There's something I want to ask you. Do you know much about our island's local cuisine? Local cuisine? You mean like the Isle Loco Moco? Wow, it really was Uncle Columba. Well, I'm actually looking for our island specialties right now. What kind of dish is the Isle Loco Moco anyway? It's white rice topped with a hamburger, a fried egg, and local vegetables. It was pretty popular back in the day. Young guys on the island have it for lunch since it's so filling. I can make you one if you want. Oh, please, thanks. My friend wants to try it, so you put it in a box? Sure, give me a moment. Here you go. Wow, it smells delicious. I might steal some before I give it to Gio. Glad to hear. I make it for Ada on occasion, but she always wants it modified. What you got now is a result of many tweaks to the recipe, so I guess it was worth the struggle. Oh, you don't say. Well, in any event, thank you. Now I have all 3 specialties, let's bring them to Gio. Roll faster, Nayuta. Nayuta, looks like you tracked down some of your island specialties. Yes, please take this. The dried squid, the loco moco, and the rock salt. Oh ho, now aren't these interesting? They look so good. Allow me to give them a look one at a time. This one looks like a kind of squid dried in the sun. Dried food is made in many parts of the village. Our village chief often eats it as a snack. A human snack, you say. Let's give it a try then. Nom nom nom. My, it's awfully chewy and quite salty. How delicious. He doesn't look like someone who would enjoy dried squid. I guess he's older than me after all. Next up must be this rat. Loco Moco, was it? This meaty treat would be perfect for those who partake in heavy lifting. And the depth of the flavor of the earlier dried squid must mean it's natural. No doubt fishing is one of your home's main industries. Right. You can tell that just from a dish? Oh, I haven't lived a long life for nothing. Food is inseparable from the local way of life. Yum. Well, I'm sure you too will learn much as you get older. I hope so. And lastly, the rock salt's pretty as a jewel. Rock salt can be found all over the world, but this beauty's got no peers. As the name implies, it came from the ruins that fall into our shores. Ruins that fall? Do tell. Oh, sometimes ruins fall from the sky in our world. Apparently it's been happening for a long time. Remnant Isle is said to be the result of their accumulation. That is an intriguing phenomenon. Come to think of it, Noi and I first met at some fallen ruins. Yeah, the power Zek stole from me went out of control and sent me there. I remember you mentioned that. If I hadn't found Noi, I never would have come to Terra. Hey, that makes me feel a little emotional. Noi? Something on your mind? No, nothing like that. Then let us enjoy the rock salt. It is the perfect amount of bitter and umami flavor. Ho ho, you've really shown me some interesting things, Nayuta. Thank you. You've given me a real good look into how you humans live together. No wonder Noi is so interested. Interested? I told you it was just a coincidence that Nayuta and I teamed up. And Nayuta and Eartha are probably unique. Most humans are savage and violent and will attack if you're not careful. I don't think there are many people like that. Where does her impression of humans even come from? Oh, your weak-hearted response has left me unconvinced. But you've done the job. In lieu of a reward, I got you this. Soul Erase. Gio, this is... I'm not surprised you're familiar with it. It's one of the arts allowed only to us administrators. Using it isn't easy, but it can be extremely effective. Are you sure you can give us something so powerful? Oh, it's just my way of saying thanks. And I expect I'll be needing your help in times to come. Thank you again. Now let's go get the Master Gear back. Yeah, let's do our best. Cool, we got a new spell.